Good Thursday evening, Friday Eve, we like to call it. Got a couple of big thunderstorms rumbling in spots right now across the Houston-Harris County area, Montgomery County, down in Matagorda County, Washington County. We'll take a look at all of that here as we move along. 94 was the high temp today. That was at Bush. That came at 259. 95 is normal. 106 is the record. Set on this day back in 1909. Record low 63 back in 1940. 63 in August. Lows in the 60s. Unusual, but it can happen. And in fact, next week, it now looks like there will be an unusually strong August cold front come across a big part of the eastern half of the country. I think North Texas does get some cooler air. I'm not sure if we're going to get any. It's going to increase our rain chances here, but I'll show you temperatures that are going to be unusually cool for the middle part of the country. Lows in the 50s in August. Places like Alabama and Mississippi and Oklahoma, and that's unusual, but that's what the models are suggesting coming our way. All right, so again, temperatures near normal. That 94 came right before the thunder showers rolled in. And I can see skies darkening here over downtown. We may yet have a thunderstorm downtown. It's missed us so far today. Hobby at 90, Bush 95. That is a rain-cooled 79 in Sugar Land. You've got a rain and thunderstorm right near you. Conroe, that's a rain-cooled 77, while Tomball is 90. But Tomball, you've got a thunderstorm edging closer to your neighborhood as well. And you can see the radar loop just busy. It's been like this all afternoon. So even Central Texas, I-35 corridor has had rain and thunder. That's the second round of thunderstorms for Austin today. Look at the storms from Corpus all the way up the coast, almost to Galveston. Closer look. So downtown, haven't had a storm yet. And boy, you get just outside the 610 loop. Now, I'm in the Galleria area right now. We're right in here. We're not getting rained on, but just a little bit further to the west. That's heavy rain and thunderstorms. Where the purple is, you've got a chance for quarter to half-inch sized hail from Bissonnet at 59-69 out to Beltway 8 and then down 69 to Sugar Land where you're getting rain. And then out the West Park Tollway, especially past Highway 6, Mission Bend, there's Bel Air Boulevard way out to the west side, there's 99. Just getting soaked out here right now. Cinco Ranch area getting wet. You know how slow that drive is right now on 99 with rush hour traffic. So again, special weather statement in effect for that heavy thunderstorm. It's been there for a while too, so we're getting some ponding on the roadway out the West Park Tollway, Highway 6, 99 right now. Further south, there's Matagorda County, heavy rain and thunder, slow moving toward the portions of Matagorda Bay here in Matagorda County. And then Port Lavaca, good afternoon, thunderstorm getting you guys wet as well. And this one, and we'll adjust the radar on this one a little bit. This heavy thunderstorm soaked Pinehurst and southwest Montgomery County, and now it is moving into northwest Harris County. Tomball, Cypress, you're dry, but you can hear the thunder. There's the 99 connector where it crosses 290. Heavy thunderstorms out here, FM 2920. How many times have I been on that on the way to Austin? But there it is. And then that's drifting to the south. So Cypress, 290 at the 99 connector at the Katy Hockley Road. I expect that's going to try to drift south and get you wet here. Tomball, you may end up getting wet. You're surrounded on the north and west side by that heavy thunderstorm. Models keep at least some of the rain and thunder going through 9 o'clock tonight. And then watch this. When I put this in motion, a little boundary sweeps in from the northeast. Models don't put a lot of rain on that boundary, but the atmosphere is very unstable. We have a trough aloft, and that upper level trough is going to keep things unstable enough to even give us a chance for an isolated shower or thunder shower overnight tonight into the morning. So I'll put this in motion. Here we are at 9 o'clock. We go into the overnight. There's that little boundary coming in. Models do fire up thunder showers near the coast at 6 a.m. Friday morning. I think an isolated shower is possible even inland on Friday. So we're on the air on the TV side 5 to 7, 11 News this morning, and then 7 to 9 we stay on the air on Plus. So you can get 4 hours of weather updates. Cheetah and Jen will get you keep you safe on the roads as well. 10 a.m. could be an isolated shower here and there, most of it near the coast. We'll go into noon, and here we are at noon, and now temperatures are getting toward 90, 91. That's the convective temperature, the temperature at which the humidity is going to be able to bubble up into thunder showers. So we begin to see these showers pop by noon on Friday, and then watch what happens between noon and 2 o'clock. widespread rain and thunderstorms. We'll go into 4:30. Widespread rain and thunder, pockets of heavy thunderstorms, especially along the I-10 corridor going into Friday afternoon. So tomorrow will be a repeat of today, where a lot of neighborhoods are going to get heavy rain and thunder and street ponding and the cloud-to-ground lightning. And the mess it causes on the roadways will be the biggest threats from this type of rain and thunder activity. That's what we got going on tomorrow. Hurricane Erin is the only active storm right there. Cat 2, it's moving away from the East Coast now. It looks like we're just crazy busy out here, but we're really not. There are no other active systems. This wave, Hurricane Center gives it a 70% chance for development. It might develop as it moves almost due north, so it won't be impacting the United States, even if it does develop. This one's new on the board, 30% chance, okay, middle of nowhere. This one way out in the open Atlantic, 40% chance for development. It needs to hurry up and develop if it's going to, because it looks like it's going to get elongated and go away over the next few days. I'll show you the forecast on all of those here in just a moment. Hurricane Erin, winds of 100, Cat 2, East Coast, still getting some heavy surf, but now the storm is skedaddling to the north and east, and that will be the track for the next several days before it becomes extra tropical and then a post-tropical low. It'll end up in Great Britain, there the British Isles, as we head into early next week. There's the system itself, the path it took as it turned, stayed a good 200 miles off the East Coast. They've had a lot of surf in the Outer Banks, some coastal flooding as to be. We don't see any activity in the Gulf right now. The Caribbean's also quiet. There's that wave right here. We'll call this wave number 1. And you can see I put in the current winds. You can see how it's an open wave. We don't have a closed low, but it's an open up and over and down wave, and the wind continues into the Caribbean. So open wave number 1. This one trying to close off a little low, but it hasn't been able to. And then this new spot here just showing a whole lot of nothing. So how is this going to play out? I'm going to put up the surface wind forecast. These are surface winds. So just to set your bearings, that's what a hurricane would look like on the surface winds, big circulation. That's an open wave, wave number 1. There's our little spot that the Hurricane Center is monitoring for possible development. And then this is wave number 2. See how it's elongated? So we need to see it really tighten up into a smaller circulation if it was going to develop. Right now it's elongated. And we'll put the map in motion. When I do, just to set your brain, you'll watch Erin head northeast. You'll watch this wave move north here, east of the Bahamas, and try to develop. And then watch this one as it moves along over the weekend. It just stretches out and vanishes. There's wave number 1, still a wave. There go the remnants of Erin heading for the North Atlantic. We'll see if this wave can develop on the heels of Erin. Maybe it does, but if it does, it doesn't matter because it stays off the East Coast, does not impact the United States. No development detected by models across the Caribbean or the Gulf now through Tuesday. But there is something else interesting on the surface wind forecast. I want to show you this. Okay, look by next Tuesday. See how the winds converge in this very tight line right across the state of Texas? What is that? Again, these are surface winds. So that is a surface cold front. The leading edge of a new air mass back behind that front. And this will be a cooler air mass behind it, noticeably cooler for places like Dallas and Arkansas and Tennessee and northern Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. Atlanta's got to get a solid north wind by next Tuesday. I don't think we're going to feel the north wind here in Houston. I think we stay with the southerly breeze, but we're right close enough to that boundary where it will kick off a good chance of daily thunder showers. So that keeps our daily rain chance going here. But what does it do for temperatures up north? This is an unusually strong front the models are predicting. So look at the sprawl of temps below normal, well below normal, across the middle and east half of the country. And North Texas gets in on that below normal temperature thing as well. We're right on the boundary here in Houston, and then south of that boundary above normal. With that clash of air masses on that front at the surface will give us a chance for rain. So temperature outlook. This is Sunday. We'll be in the 90s in Houston. They'll be near 100 Dallas and Shreveport. But look, these are high temps. high of 79 in St. Louis, high of 74 in Indianapolis. That's on Sunday. That's the leading edge of this cooler air mass coming south. And by the time we get into Tuesday, 97 in Houston with a chance for a thunderstorm. 72 is the high temp in Shreveport. This is August. High of 72 in Shreveport in August is very unusual. Memphis, Tennessee, high of 70. Birmingham, Alabama, high of 64. Atlanta, a high of 71. Pensacola at 90, that's normal, but Atlanta 71 for a high temp. And they'll have lows in the 50s across many of these spots. So if this verifies, a lot of the country on the east half is going to be well below normal and talking about how cool it is in August. I don't think we're going to get in on it down here along the Gulf Coast, Houston, but go to Oak City for a high temperature of 67 next Tuesday. That's amazing for the middle of August. Okay, for we here in Houston, tomorrow, another wet day. 20% chance in the morning, 40% chance by noon, 60% chance for rain and thunder by the afternoon. Heavy downpours in spots. The extended forecast, 60% chance again on Saturday. We stay with a wet pattern through the first half of the weekend. 30% chance on Sunday, 30% Monday, and then that frontal boundary comes close. I don't think close enough to cool us, but it will give us a 40 and then 60% chance for rain and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, as it helps us to stay in our wet weather pattern. A lot going on. All right, that's where we stand on this Friday Eve. Have a good evening, everybody.